Hi, this is Scott Beatty of the Beatty Law Firm, where we specialize in employment law litigation. This is the first in a series of videos I'm going to be doing to give clients and prospective clients a little bit of background in employment law. Now, none of what you hear in these videos should replace speaking with an experienced employment law to address your issues at work. Many people who come into my office, the first thing they want to know is, do I have a case? And in Michigan, like in most jurisdictions, you're deemed to be an employee at will, which means your employer can hire, fire, or discipline you for any reason whatsoever. Good reason, bad reason, or no reason. But what they can't do is they can't create a hostile work environment or take adverse employment action such as termination, suspension, or anything like that because you're part of a protected class. A protected class is your age, your race, your religion, your gender, national origin. Things like that are protected classes, and an employer cannot create a hostile work environment or take adverse employment action against you because of your protected class. Now, many times an employer, when they take adverse employment action, when they terminate someone, they won't come out and say, well, we're going to terminate you based upon your age. Instead, they'll say it's your performance, it's your something else. So we rely on the client to give a little bit of background on why they think it might be their age, their race, their religion, their gender. And if you believe that's why they're taking the adverse employment action against you or how they're creating a hostile work environment, then it's our job as your lawyer to find out what the real reason is. Is it your job performance, or is it because you're part of a protected class? Now, in addition to being part of a protected class, an employer cannot take adverse employment action against you or create a hostile work environment because you have a disability or because you've taken protected time under the FMLA Act. That's the Family Medical Leave Act. So if you take family medical leave time, an employer has to give that to you if you've been approved for it, and they can't retaliate against you for taking that. Likewise, if you have a disability and you've requested a reasonable accommodation, the employer has to give you that accommodation, and they can't take adverse employment action against you for exercising your rights under those acts. In addition to the FMLA and the ADA, an employer cannot retaliate against you for claiming that you're being discriminated against or harassed. So if you complain against that, saying, let's say for example, you believe you're discriminated against because of your age, your employer is under a duty to investigate that, and they cannot take adverse employment action against you or retaliate against you because you've made a claim of discrimination or harassment. And sometimes the retaliation cases are actually better than the discrimination cases. So if you make a claim, you should immediately contact the HR department if you feel you're being discriminated against. And if you feel that they're watching you more closely at work, more closely scrutinizing what you do, or just outright retaliating against you, then you should contact your attorney immediately. So if any of you feel like you're being discriminated against or harassed at work, please call me at the Beatty Law Firm. That's 248-540-6800. Thank you.